Yo, what's going on guys? Beyond here again, Goosebumps #1 Aussie fan bringing another video. Now, I've read a few comments from you guys asking me about like different Goosebump books that were never made into episodes and, you know, asking me what I believe would be like the top 5 best books to have been turned into episodes that never actually did. And got me thinking, you know what, I think I will do a video on this. But just before we get into this video, I want to give a quick shout out to my buddy Travis from the Instagram page 90s Give Me Goosebumps. He offered something up for sale for me guys, and it is seriously like the holy grail of Goosebump t-shirts. Like, I am not even kidding right now. Like, okay guys, the live on stage show that I got, the one that was from the Felt Entertainment that was in London, I ended up getting, you know, all that live on stage merchandise that I did a video about. I thought that was the holy grail of shirts. It could well and truly be, but this one is definitely giving it a run for its money, I will tell you that. It is seriously so beautiful, guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, look at it. Oh. Do you see this? Goosebumps Horrorland Fright Show, Disney MGM Studios. Look at this guys, this beautiful t-shirt that was bought from the show back in 1997, and this is the back of it. It is seriously the most beautiful Goosebumps shirt, other than that other live on stage show, that I ever had. And I just want to give a big shout out to Travis. Thank you so much, dude, for selling me this shirt. Go Travis, go, go, go! So yeah guys, please follow my buddy Travis down below at the 90s Give Me Goosebump page on Instagram. Link in the description. So do it now, okay? Do it. Go straight to that Instagram page, follow it, and then come back to this video, please. Anyway, guys, so let's get straight into what this video is about. Now, my top 5 favorite books that should have been episodes. like the top 5 books that I think should have been turned into episodes that never were, basically. So, I'm going to start with Night of the Living Dummy. The first Night of the Living Dummy. Now, it is a mystery why that one never got made, because it's like, they did 2, they did 3, they did Bride, but the original, the first one, like, what happened there? Like, why didn't they do it? I've made so many videos where I have talked about this and spoken about this, and I even believe that the puppet in the show was originally intended to be Mr. Wood until the episode got canned, basically. And they decided, alright, we'll just use the same dummy, you know, we'll give him Slappy's suit, we'll paint his lips red, you know, whatnot. But of course, you know, his suit is actually grey and his shoes are actually brown, so it wasn't really exactly correct anyway to begin with. But yeah guys, I believe that that was going to be intended for Mr. Wood if they were to make it, but they didn't make it, so yeah. Sadly, never happened. But that is the main, like, book that I wish was turned into an episode, was the first Night of the Living Dummy, for sure. Now, next one, Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. Now, I believe they possibly didn't do this one because, as you guys know, Prince Karoo is in Return of the Mummy, the sequel, which is, like, you know, he is, like, the Goosebump mascot of mummies, you know? Like, he was the one on all the different, like, merchandise, all the different toys. They used Prince Karoo a lot, so I just believe that's why they went straight and did Return of the Mummy, you know, because that's the one that a lot of us were familiar with, you know, on the lunch boxes or whatever you want to call it, t-shirts. So, yeah, guys, I believe that's probably why they skipped it, but it would have been a great episode. I really wish they did do Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. I mean, it was a great story, guys. Like, I just don't understand why they didn't do it, but hey. Oh well, we got Return of the Mummy. At least we got one of them. Number 3, which brings me to this one, which I don't understand why they didn't do this one, is Monster Blood 2. We got Monster Blood, but then we got one that was like more Monster Blood, and it was on like a plane, which isn't Monster Blood 2, and when I first saw the name of that episode, I thought maybe it is Monster Blood 2, I don't know, but then when it started playing, I was like, okay, this is definitely not Monster Blood 2, and it's like, come on, that's Cuddles, right? Why didn't we get an episode with Cuddles? Like, it's just depressing. I mean, they were gonna put him in the Goosebump movie, you know, the second draft script, but, you know, obviously those changes happened, which is really, really frustrating. Why, Sony? Why? But regardless of that, the movie was still downright entertaining, but it would have been nice to have Cuddles in there. That would have been fantastic. But anyway, it didn't happen, so... So yeah, guys, Monster Blood 2 would have been the third one that I would love to have seen made into an episode. Now, number 4. I don't think they got to it because it was one of the later Series 2000 books, but if the TV show had kept on going, this would have been a great episode. Attack of the Graveyard Ghouls. That would have been a fantastic one. Now, I remember reading that one as a kid and being terrified. Okay, zombies, you know, ghouls, like, I don't know, there's something about them that just creep me out, like, because they like to eat human flesh. It's downright creepy. And I thought that would have made a fantastic Goosebumps episode, and the story is fantastic. I mean, in the Goosebumps movie, they had the ghouls, and they did like the reissue cover of Attack of the Graveyard Ghouls, so clearly it is based on that book. And I just think, man, like, if the TV series had kept on going, we could have got that. It would have been a fantastic Goosebumps episode, but didn't happen. So many great stories out there, guys. Like, I would rather have a series, like on Netflix or something, other than a sequel. You know, like, imagine having all the new books and, like, some of the old ones that never happened turned into it. Like, Night Living Dummy would have to be the first one they make, if you know what I mean. Like, they'd have to do that one first. But, depressing as it is, we don't have it. But, yeah, guys, Attack of the Graveyard Ghouls, that would have been a fantastic one. Now, for my 5th one, and you guys should clearly know what this one is. My favorite one-off Goosebumps story. Does this remind you of anything? The Horror at Camp Jelly Jam. Obviously, guys, that one is my favorite one-off Goosebumps story. And surprisingly, there was a few little pieces of merchandise. There was a t-shirt, there was a binder, there was the Series 2 collectible. But other than that, there literally was nothing else. And if there was, I would know about it, believe me. But yeah, guys, that is definitely one of the creepiest stories that R.L.Stine has ever told. And, you know, I don't understand why they didn't do that one. I mean, it's so creepy. It's such a great Goosebumps story. I mean, Buddy, you know, just the characters, the counselors are just downright creepy. You know, every time I think of that book, I think of when they're all, like, worshipping King Jellyjam in, like, that weird chapel thing. And then in the basement is where all the kids are, like, cleaning him, you know. And I just think that is downright creepy. And I'm like, imagine if that was an episode. Like, that would be so chilling and just, you know, really eerie. You know, it's one of those Goosebumps stories when you read it, you feel eerie, you know. And I just don't understand why they never did that one, and it would have made a fantastic Goosebumps story. But I mean, guys, there's a lot of honorable mentions, okay, that would have been great ones too, like, you know, Ghost Camp, Chicken Chicken, I Lived in Your Basement, Legend of the Lost Legend. There's so many other great ones, guys, that could have been possible. And you know what? They could have even done, like, an original story, kind of like the Trilogy books. You know, I mean, Trilogy books, the Trilogy episodes. That's not based on any book, but it's, like, made for the TV series, and I feel like they could have done one for Curly, like an original story just made for the series kind of thing, you know, because he was the original mascot at the end of the day, but they never did anything based on Curly, other than a few, like, commercials and the Goosebumps MGM studio show, which is where that t-shirt came from, guys. Obviously Curly was in that show too, and he goes, "Boo dudes, Curly's the name and horror's the game. Step aside, Amazo, this is my show now." Oh yeah, you guys know what I mean. But anyway, guys, that's my top 5, like, honest favorites that I would have loved to have seen made into episodes, but obviously never happened. But anyway, guys, some really great videos coming up. My new skit is coming out very, very soon. I apologize for the delay, but I've had my family here, and actually, 2 of my cousins are actually going to be in the next skit, so that's why it's been sort of delayed, because I've been working around with their time and trying to get it to work, and we just had, you know, Easter weekend, and just, oh guys, it has been hectic at the moment. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again soon.